I am 100% not getting to all of these books. There's no way in hell I'm going to read all of these. A little jumper on, shall we? So that you can't tell that this has been filmed on the exact same day as another video. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm G, it's lovely to meet you. Today I'm going to be talking through my autumn TBR. I feel like autumn or fall, it's such an atmospheric reading time. I have picked out some books that I feel like fit the autumn vibes for the next couple of months. I have very much overstretched myself. I will not read this many books. I'm putting them there, I'm putting it out there so that I might, you never know. 11 has come to say hi, like she always does. Where do we start? I am gonna start off with some classics. I am a classics girl. At the beginning of the year, one of my goals was to read more classics because last year I don't think I read one, which is really unlike me. And I have read the whole of the Chronicles of Narnia, which admittedly they aren't very long books, they're kids books, but I've read them. I feel like because it's a series it just feels like one classic, so I want to read more than that so that I feel accomplished in my classics reading this year. So the first book on my autumn fall TBR is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. I have heard such good, I mean obviously it's a classic, what the heck. I have heard that this book is so easy to read and is a great starter classic. And as someone who I have read non-starter classics and really enjoyed them, so I feel like I'm just going to eat this up. I'm hoping that it lives up to expectation. Oh my gosh, it says on the back, begun when the author was only 18 and conceived from a nightmare. So she was 18 years old when she read this, which is she was 18 years old when she wrote this, which is incredible, especially during a time where women were told they can't really do anything. I think it was written on like a stormy night and I'm really excited to get to this. Fingers crossed I really enjoy this. Next up, my second classic, Dracula by Bram Stoker. Now this I know also reads quite modern. I've tried to read this before. I tried to read this not last October, the October before. I didn't get very far through. I don't know. I like to start reading things and then put them back down. But what I read I really enjoyed, so I'm hoping that I can get through this. It is like a diary. It's like diary and letters. I feel like that's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, and obviously it's the OG vampire. I feel like this is like the perfect autumn book. Either, right, here's my thought process, it's either like an autumn book or I want to read it in like April. I don't know why April. Is the diary from April? I have no idea. The series that was on BBC a couple of years ago now by Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss, I really enjoyed, and that was very heavily based on this. They're the creators of Sherlock, so you know you're in good hands with them. I'm really excited to get into this, sink my teeth in, if you will. Okay. Next up is a series that is on my 24 books to read in 2024, I believe. The first book is at least, and it's also getting talked about a lot on TikTok at the moment. It is a series, I think this one's a series on Netflix, and that is the Shadow and Bone series by Leigh Bardugo. I know I'll like it. If I don't like it, I'll be really surprised. I am hoping to at least read the first one, and then once I've read this book I can watch Ben Barnes in his full glory. I'm really hopeful I'll get to this because every time anyone talks about it I know that I'll like it. It's like I'm putting off the inevitable because I know that I'm just going to get consumed by this book and it's going to turn into like an all-time favourite and I'm just not going to think about anything other than this book and this series. So maybe that's why I've been putting it off. I have too many favourite things as it is. I don't need another 5 books being my favourite things. This has been on my list since it came out in 2015. I don't actually know what this is like fully about, I'm not gonna lie. I know that Six of Crows is like a heist vibe, I believe, unless I'm getting it mixed up with this, in which case this is the heist vibe. Oh my gosh, so she's like in the magical military, basically, in this book. And she's trying to like kill the Shadowfold or something, whatever that is. I love these covers, they're so cool. Look at that shine. Beautiful. The next book has been on my list again for a very long time, so hopefully I'll get to it. And that is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. This is a thick book. It's a thick boy, so I'm not holding out loads of hope, but I like to think that I will get to it. It is about a circus, I think. and it's fantasy. The back says, the circus arrives without warning, no announcements precede it. It is simply there when yesterday it was not. That is literally all the back says. That's all it says, so I actually have no idea what I'm getting into. I have just finished the Caraval series. I hope that this is giving adult Caraval. I'm probably completely wrong, but I loved during Caraval the whole magicalness. I'm hoping that's going to be like quite similar in this. You know, it's like a whole magical circus. I'm really looking forward to tabbing it as well. Oh my god, there's a cat on the back. Everyone shut up. There's a freaking cat on the back. I'm gonna love this book. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, although it is very thick, so I have a feeling I'm gonna procrastinate reading this. Next up is another one that I feel like is gonna be really atmospheric, purely by the title alone. And that is Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas. This one is LGBT. This main character, Yadriel, has summoned a ghost and now he can't get rid of him. He's supposed to summon his cousin's ghost, but he ends up summoning his school's bad boy ghost. I've heard that it delves into some really difficult topics within it as well. A nice quick one, this one, so I almost definitely will be getting to this. Next up is one that I feel like could be a winter book, but I'm leaning more towards autumn because of the ghost connotations with it, and that is You've Reached Sam by Dustin Tao. I think it's Tao, I'm really sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I believe Sam is dead. Our female main character can still talk to our male main character through the phone, even though he's dead. I think this is going to be a really, really sad read. This is going to break my heart. But you know what? I've had it good the last couple of months. I've been reading some books that haven't quite made me cry. So I'm ready for one that's just going to rip my heart out. Why not? Why not? Okay, next up is a very beloved British book by a very beloved Brit, and that is The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. This has raving reviews. My nan has said it's hilarious and I trust her with everything. It is about a group of old people in an old person's village who are coming together to like solve a crime, which is like hilarious, just a great concept in and of itself. So I'm really, really looking forward to picking this up and seeing if I can solve the mystery along with the people in this book, because that's always the thing with mysteries. I feel like I'm always racing to see if I can solve it. Oh my god, the writing is so big as well. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna race through this. I want to be able to talk about this with my nan. If you don't know, Richard Osman is in a British quiz show called Pointless, and it's been on like, I feel like I don't remember a time when Pointless wasn't on. We as a family, if Pointless is on and we turn on the TV, it's not going off. So yeah, it's really exciting that Richard Osman is doing books now. Not me raving about being English, essentially. Okay, next one is another like thriller mystery vibe. This one I bought last year and my sister has read it and I have not yet. My sister said it was really, really good. She really enjoyed it, so I'm gonna read it so that I can talk to her about it. She used to be a reader and then she stopped for ages, and now she's getting back into it, and it's really nice to see her fall in love with it all over again. I'd love to be able to talk about this with her and hopefully solve the case, as I said that I love to do. That's my favourite thing about mysteries and thrillers. The book is 3-Card Murder by J.L. Blackhurst. I haven't seen much online about it, but I love the idea of it. It is like two sisters, one's a cop, one's a con artist, and they are both suspects in this murder. And then they have to like come together and work together to figure out who actually murdered this person. Who do you trust? I'm just not... I feel like I'm just not going to know who to trust, and I love that in a book. Next up, this is the penultimate book, and it is Break Up From Hell by Anne de Villa Cardinal. I really hope that's pronounced right. I believe it's about a vampire. I think he's a vampire. I actually don't fully know what it's about. Our main character, Micah, she's like psychic, and her family is kind of psychic, and she meets this boy called Sam who's in town on holiday, on vacation, and the more time she spends with him, the more visions she keeps getting of the world ending. It looks like it's funny, it's fast-paced, it's apocalyptic, and I'm really excited to get into this. Why did I think he was a vampire? For some reason I've been thinking he's a vampire. I actually don't think he is. Maybe he's like the devil. I actually don't know. I love this cover, by the way, side note. How cool is this cover? Another book that's giving October. We're in the spooky time now, so I can get to all these spooky books that I've been saving for spooky season. We're in spooky season now. I'm reading them. Now the last couple of books are part of a series. It is my favourite series ever. I read the first 3 books and I loved them. And then they came out with these 3 books and I bought them. This is so stupid. And I've been so scared to read them because what if it ruins the series? And the thing is, I know it's not going to ruin the series. I know that I'm going to love this either way. But for some reason, I'm really scared that I'm going to hate it. And I've been putting it off and putting it off. But I've had enough. I said that I was going to read this by the end of the year. And I am gonna read it by the end of the year. That is the last 3 books in the Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children series. These are my favourite books in the entire world. I love it. I even love the movie. I know the movie is very different. Hello. I love the whole world. I love the peculiarities of everyone. So I need to get to this. And these, it's not even like they're different characters in these books. It's the same characters that I've known this entire time. I'm nervous. I'm really scared. All the peculiar children from the first 3 are in the present time and they're not gonna die and it's all fine. It's based in America this time. They're in Florida with Jacob, which is different to the first 3 books because they were based in the UK. I'm excited to get back into the time loop and into all of these. I think it's gonna be really good. I am really nervous that I'm gonna hate it though, so please pray for me because if I hate it, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. Fingers crossed. Okay, and that is it. How many books have we actually got? Should we have a little count up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 books. I am definitely not going to read all of these. I'm hoping that I'm going to begin each of the series that I've got here. I'm going to read A Map of Days. I'm going to read Shadow and Bone. That's my goal for the series. I might not get through all of the series, but that's okay. You know what? I'm not ready to pick these up. That's terrifying. Okay. Ah, these are all the books. I don't even know if you can see them. Oh no. Nope, nope, nope. Oh my god. We can do this. These are all the books that I'm planning to read in autumn or fall if you're American. I've forgotten how many there were already. 14 books. Maybe 10. Who knows? How many is that a month? Like, I can't do the maths. Why am I like acting like I'm going to be able to do the maths? There's no way in hell. 4.6. 4.5 books. Or if I did 10, 3.333333. That's fine. I could read 3 books in a month. This is gonna go so badly, isn't it? Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what's on your autumn TBRs, I'd love to know. And what you recommend for autumn time books or spooky books. I love a spooky book. It doesn't have to be autumn to read them, it just feels more atmospheric to read them in the autumn. So if you have a book that you want to read now and you don't get to it, don't wait till next autumn to read it. Just like read it in January. I tell you what, a thriller in January. Hopefully I'll get to all of these. I'm quite a mood reader, that's the issue. I read what I fancy at the time and it's not always what I plan. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love it if you could give it a thumbs up. If you liked my vibe, maybe consider subscribing. Let me know what you're planning to read for the next couple of months. Let me know if you've read any of these and if you like them. I'm excited. I'm ready to rock and read all of these awesome books. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day or night, wherever you are when you're watching this. I hate ending videos, so hopefully this is not gross. Anyway, like this video if you liked it, subscribe if you want, if you like, I don't mind. I mean, I can't promise I won't be a little bit sad, but hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Okay. Fingers crossed this setup works. I'm so nervous. Okay. Love you. Bye. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now I've got to put all these away. Oh. I didn't think about that. Did I catch that? Oh my god. I'm so good at what I do. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want maybe more book content or just random stuff. I don't know what this channel is.